चुगो, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy. Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yadartho Dehadi Bhavo Yanna Kasyapi Nepsitam Yasyaiva Lesho Vishayananda Ityabhidhiyate. Our essential nature being Ananda, we are naturally attracted or struggling for that experience of bliss. And because we do not know, so what happens? Yatha bharahanado sushupto chava bhasate. Yasyaiva lesho vishayananda ityabhidhiyate. So we are all constantly seeking happiness. And we always seek something which is other than the self. So we are seeking happiness and then we run after the things. Now exactly what happens is when we seek something, we are producing thoughts. And those thoughts create disturbance in the mind. And when we get that particular object that we are seeking, that particular thought which was creating disturbance in the mind, meaning the unnatural state of the mind, then that particular thought quietens down. When the thought quietens down, the mind goes back to pure consciousness. And then we are having blissful experience. And our conclusion is, I wanted that object, I did not have, therefore I was miserable. When I got that object, I am happy. Therefore, happiness has come from the object. It is here we go wrong. Therefore, yasaiva lesha vishayananda ityabhidhiyate. So it is a fraction of this infinite bliss that we experience whenever the desire is fulfilled. Therefore, all our life has been only fulfill your desires and nothing else. Nobody can help us in this unless we understand that it is the desires which are creating problems. Therefore, our Kathopanishad distinctly, clearly concludes. Conclusion of Kathopanishad is this. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishritaha athamartyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. When a person is free from the burden of desires, now and here he is one with the divine. This is what we told you in different words. Experience without experiencer. Joy without enjoyer. Knowledge without the knower. That's it. No struggle. Sa eva bharahana the sushupto chava bhasate. And the same blissful experience is also experienced sushupto in the deep sleep when all the burdens of relative existence are given up. Therefore, chideva spruhaniya tvad ananda iti prochate. And therefore, This Chit Eva, pure consciousness alone is bliss. Because what is the difference between the consciousness and the mind? Knowledge without the thoughts is consciousness, and knowledge with the thoughts is mind. Substance and the same. Cloth with the wrinkles is dirty. Cloth without wrinkles is perfect. So, this being so, what happens? Mudha nahi vijananti swatma bhutam mahasukham. But the mudha is a plural case, majority. Mudha na vijananti. They are not aware of this. Therefore, swatma bhutam mahasukham, their own essential blissful nature, they do not know. And vibhinnam abhijananti vyanjakanam vibhetataha. But then they imagine that I get happiness from the Vyanjaka, from the different things and the beings. Therefore, they are the source of happiness. And then we start running after them. Now, here example is given. Yatha hi darpane bhava bhasamana nimittataha. Nimitta, because of some reason or some object, there is the appearance of reflection in the mirror. If there is no object to reflect, there cannot be reflection in the mirror. So what happens? Yatha hi darpane bhava bhasamana nimittata. Nimitta. What is the reason there is a reflection in the mirror? Because there is some object in front of the mirror. Yavat darpana avidnyanam bhinna eva vibhanti vai. And then what is our understanding? Mirror is different and the reflection is different. Now here be very distinctly aware. When we are moving our hand, the reflection also moves. So what is our understanding? See, the moving reflection is different from the non-moving mirror. That is our understanding. When I am moving, see, the mirror is not moving. And therefore, the reflection is different from the mirror. Now here the teacher says, Yatha hi darpane bhavaha bhasamana nimittata yavat darpana avidnyanam bhinna eva vibhanti vai. But unless we know what is the meaning of the reflection in the mirror, we will consider that the reflection is different from the mirror. Vidite pratibimbatve bhasamanam cha purvavat na darpanad bhinnamasti tu adarsha shuddha evahi. But when you come to discover and know and realize, vidite pratibimbatve bhasamanam cha purvavat. But when we come to know that it is, now it's a very subtle thought, it is the same mirror because of the object in front is appearing as a reflection. Reflection is not apart, separate from the mirror. Mirror surface alone has become the reflection. Now the reflecting object may be anything. Human beings, animal, moving, stable, water, fire. None of them influence the mirror. Now be very attentive. What is the reason? This is the principle which we have to understand according to our Upanishad. There are two principles. One principle is Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. The Brahman, the reality, the Bhagavan, the God, Paramatma is the real. And the world is Mithya. It appears but doesn't exist. This is one principle told in our scriptures. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The second principle is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. Conclusion, therefore, Brahman is Mithya. Wrong understanding. And also right understanding. So what is meant is, when something is recognized as an illusion, Mithya is that which appears but doesn't exist is called as Mithya. So whatever is recognized by us as Mithya, we have the following reactions with that. Number one, we don't desire that. Do we desire to possess a rainbow? Do we want to fill in our water bottle with the mirage waters? Mithya. So whatever is recognized as Mithya, we have no desire for that. Number two, whatever is recognized as Mithya, we do not want to improve that. In our days, the mirage water used to be very clean. These days, it has become very dirty. I think there is a lot of this electronic garbage which has fallen in that mirage water. No. So that which is Mithya, we don't desire, we don't want, we don't struggle to improve that. And third, we are not bored of that. We enjoy that. See, when we see the mirage water, sometime when you are going in the hot days and you are driving and your friend is sitting next to you, he has nothing, so he is watching there. And then the driver tells, look, here is the front, there is mirage water. See that it appears the truck is reflected in the mirage water. You can see that distinctly. So the reflection is seen, there must be water. So now our car is going to go through that water. Will it go? No. So should we struggle to remove that reflection, the mirage on the road? No. If this is clear, we will live in this world but not get influenced by any kind of desire. One desire is to possess. Second desire is to improve. Third desire is to destroy. Mirage waters are creating a lot of problems. Therefore, let us destroy them. No, you cannot. So what will be our understanding? This world has always been like this. There is nothing new in this world. There are good people, bad people. Everything is the same. Nothing has changed and it will never change. But then go on arguing. See, God created this, God created that, and on the seventh day, God created the sun. But without the sun, how the 6 days have happened? Get lost in logic. Therefore, mudhana vijananti. But ignorant people do not understand what is that. Vibhannam abhijananti vyanjakanam vibhedata. They think that the world is other than the mirror in the reflection. Yatha hi darpana bhava bhasanama nimittataha yavat darpanam avidyanam भिन्नाय विभान्ति वै विदिते प्रतिबिंबत्वे भासमानं च पूर्ववत् न दर्पणात् भिन्नमस्ति तु आदर्श शुद्ध एव हि. Now the second understanding is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Paramatma. So all that is appearing as reflection in the mirror is nothing but mirror. Now in that mirror, the three things appear. Desha, Kala, Vastu, time, space and object. See? So space, there is no depth. Very thin. Time, there is no object, therefore there is no movement. And therefore, vidite pratibimbatve, when we consider that the bimba and the pratibimba, they are creating an illusion, but actually it is only the mirror. There is nothing like pratibimba or the reflection. Evam vidita tattvasya, he who has thus understood. Now what is the understanding? Whole world is nothing but Paramatma, which includes ourselves. Papoham papakarmaham. You, the children of sin. There is no sin. Sin theta. Therefore, evam vidita tattvasya jagat eva jagat etavat idrusham. So, vidita tattva, the one who knows the truth. What is his understanding about the world? Bhasamanam api swatma matrena cha na itarat. So, although the mirror is showing the reflection, but the reflection is not other than the mirror. So, two things. That which appears changing and that which is not changing. So, the names and the forms are changing, gold is not changing. Waves are born and dying, the ocean is not born and dying. Waking comes and goes, we come and go nowhere. Recognize this. So, vision alone has become colors and forms, and colors and forms are none other than the vision, and therefore colors and forms do not influence the vision. So is it not our experience? Because of the green color, the vision doesn't become green. Because of the red, it doesn't become red. This must go deep in our understanding. And the symptoms, whether we are going the right way or not, the symptoms are reducing the impact of desires in our mind. How to do that? Our Maha Mantra, जो तारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. O Lord, thy will be done, thy will be done. Therefore, friends, the real spiritual practice is this. Evam vidita tattvasya jagat etavat idrusham. So, what is the understanding for the wise man? Jagat etavat idrusham. Yeah, ऐसा ही होता है. It is like this only. What is that? Bhasamanam api. Although it is appearing, swatma matrat eva na itarat. The world is nothing but us. Like the 15th chapter we have studied, Urdhva Moola Madashakam. Don't see the world above, outside. Our body is the tree. And in that body, roots are above, the branches are below. And on that tree, there are two birds. Dva Suparna Sayuja Sakaya. One is the Paramatma, second is the Jivatma. Jivatma suffers, Paramatma only eliminates. So what is the spiritual practice? When there is misery, don't become miserable. When there is joy, don't start jumping out of your skin. Keep cool. Yastam Veda Savedavit. He who recognizes himself, he alone has known the truth. So the truth is only to be recognized, not created. And therefore, it is called as self-discovery. It is not creation. We are not creating anything. See? So, Bhasamanam api swatma matrat na itarat. See? That day also I told you the simple mathematics. If I is there, then you are there. If I and you are there, what we will do? We talk about he, she, it, they. These days people are very rowdy. They drive the car so fast. You are talking and you are also going more speed and your car starts making noise. Ko. Therefore, everything is dependent on I. If I is there, you are there, he, she, it, they are there. If he, she, it, they are not there, it doesn't matter. If you are not there, doesn't matter. But if I is not there, neither you exist nor he, she, it exists. Therefore, Mai eva sakalam jatam. Everything is born in me. Everything is contained, sustained in me. Now, if we again and again analyze our daily experience, what is going to sleep and what is coming out of the sleep? These two times. So, going to sleep is we drop everything and come to a point which cannot be dropped. So, what we drop the world, we drop the efforts, and ultimately, the one who wanted to sleep, then I also is dropped. The sleep begins. And then what is waking up? First, become aware of ourselves. Second thing, where I am, space. Third thing, when I am, what is the time? Fourth thing, what I am. I have to go to sleep or go to lecture. And fifth, I go to lecture to sleep. Relax, man, relax. Therefore, Ghatadikam mrudi yatha himni yadvad vibhushanam pratimasha yatha shaile jagadevam chidatmani. This is called as the material cause. Ghatadikam mrudi yatha. Like all the pots, etc., they are unmanifest clay. What is a pot? Clay plus name and form and utility. There is a pot. So when we are touching the pot, are we touching the pot maker? No. Pot maker has created the pot, sold it. He is not going with the pot. But the clay out of which the pot is made, when we are touching the pot, essentially we are touching the clay. So the rule is every effect goes back to the cause. So effect is, and the cause also is. So the pot, when the pot is recognized as the pot is, very good. Then the pot is broken. Then the pieces also is existence. Then the pieces are powdered. Then the clay is. And who knows this? I know. So I also is. If I is not there, nothing exists. Therefore, Vedesha Sarvai Ahameva Vidya. But we recognize ourselves the wrong way because of our identification with the body and all other paraphernalia. So, Ghatadikam mrudi yatha himni yadvat bhushanam. Similarly, in the gold, all the ornaments. So, the gold is called as ornament. When these ammas buy some ornament, they are not happy because of the gold. They are happy because the name and the form and the design. It is a, what do you call that? Special piece. Nobody has other than me. Designer's piece, huh? Only. I was in Bahrain. My friend is a jeweler. And he took me to his shop to show the things. And on the wall, in a very secured way, there was, like, we have got Toran on the door, very heavy golden thing. I said, hey, why it should be there? He said, no, it is not like that. It is a necklace. I said, what is the weight? He said, 2 kilos. I said, are you going to put it around a buffalo or what? He says, Swami, this is a designer's piece. This type of necklace is not available anywhere in the world. So there are some of these shekini. I don't know if you So when they see I want to buy that. And they will be buying it for millions of dollars, and then like a buffalo. And you can imagine 2 kilo in your neck. I am always, I got this great appreciation for those Mahatmas. They have got so many things in their neck, The Rudraksha mala, Sphatika mala, and very big, big, those Rudraksha like that. If somebody gives, they get hurt. So, Pratimasya Yatha Shaile, third example, like the Pratima, the Vigraha, the form or the person is seen in the Shaile, in the stone. Jagadeva Chidatmani. In the same manner, the Chidatma, the conscious blissful existence alone is expanded as the world. Now see, I am body. This has no standing. We are not created. Body doesn't listen to us. Yet I am the body. Never mind. But why only this body? Why not all the bodies? Because all the bodies have got the same story. Neither we have created nor the body listen to us. No, but that is what you. But I am this body. It is here we get lost. And therefore, sleep is nothing but giving up the body identification and thereafter merging with the total mind. And when we are one with the total mind, that alone keeps the body alive. That body from which the mind has departed. Then what goes out of the body when the death happens? The prana. And when the prana means the life, when the life goes, there cannot be expression of mind. So what is to be understood? The sense objects are nothing but the sense organs. Sense organs are nothing but the mind. Mind is nothing but the principle of life. Life is nothing but the expression of divinity through the Panchakoshas. Therefore, life is a phenomenon, abhivyakti. But abhivyakti or phenomenon is taken as a vyakti. Now apply this principle everywhere. One getting married to a girl or a woman is a husband. So husband is a phenomenon. It is not individuality. It is a common noun. So what is a common noun? All things are common. But we imagine, I am the only unfortunate one. No, everybody is the same. Then it is okay. My friends. Therefore, Ghatadikam mridi yatha himni yadvat vibhushanam pratimasya yatha shaile jagadeva chidatmani. So, the mirror itself is to be recognized in two ways. Number one, the reflection does not influence the mirror. Therefore, reflection is other than the mirror. Second thing, the mirror itself has become reflection because of the conditioning of the object present. And therefore, like the sugar cane does not suffer from diabetes. The cobra doesn't get poisoned because of the poison. In the same manner, Paramatma doesn't become miserable because of the miseries of the Jivatma. So Paramatma is man and Jivatma is the son, the husband and the father. So what should be the spiritual practice? Play the role, Karnataka. When you are doing this Nataka or drama, be a best actor. And when we act best, we get appreciation from the world. Oh, he is such a great actor. Ah. Then he is given an Oscar. those who know the truth, they are given a Bhaskar. Therefore, these things are so simple. Jagan nasti iti eva drushti purnehi bhrugudvah nasti viparito hi nishchayo naiva siddhati. Now here from the first thought is negated. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Now, Jagan na asti iti eva drushti purnehi. So, thinking that there is no world. In the absolute, there is no world. This understanding is wrong. Nasti iti viparitaha nishchayo chaiva siddhati naiva siddhati. World is not. Is existence, not non-existent. How can you say together? There is nothing in the room. Even the non-existence is recognized as existence. Now, when we are looking at the ornaments, names and the forms, but names and forms cannot exist without the gold. So, gold is the reality. Names and forms are superimposed. That doesn't mean because they are superimposed, they don't exist. But when we get carried away only by the name and the form and forget the substratum, then we are cheated. So when we go to the jeweler and we get carried away by the name, form and the design and latest fashion, our understanding is focused only on the glitter, name and the form. But when you go with your wedding ring to the jeweler, see, I am in need of money. I don't have money. I can give you my wedding ring to keep it and give me so much of dollars. I'll return it in 3 days. So you go. So what the jeweler will do? He will take your golden ring and invoke Lord Vishnu. You know Lord Vishnu is what? The that holy stone. What is that stone called? No. What is the Vigraha Vishnu? Like stone. Shaligram. He will take up the Shaligram and start rubbing your wedding ring on that. Excuse me, don't rub it. It is a sign of our pure love. Don't rub it like that. Look here, keep your wedding ring with you. I am seeing the gold. Because your condition after a marriage has come to this condition. So I am doubtful whether this is wedding ring with gold or wedding ring which is given to you because you have become Veda. So the jeweler's attention is on the substratum. The average people's attention is on the name and the form. The wise people live in this world not getting carried away by the name and the form because they are abiding in the truth. And this abidance in the truth is not negating the superimpose. See? Therefore, Jagan nasti iti drishti. This understanding, there is no world like that. No, don't think. The world is there. But you have to understand what is that world. So, world is what? Substratum plus names and forms. So, what will be our understanding? Enjoy the world, put on nice ornaments, and make others jealous. See? Taking that the chain half outside and half inside. Just understand. Karna kuch nahi hai. All the problems are only because of misunderstanding. The rest of the things are perfect. So, sadhakatmaka jagadrushte bhuya sambhavata sputam नास्ति इति शापमात्रेण कथं स्यात् जगतो लयः. Therefore, sadhaka atma jagat drushtehe. The whole world is nothing but my own essential self. Do we say, whose hand is this? We don't ask this question, whose hand is this thing? Hand is other than me. I know this as an object of knowledge. Because it becomes an object of knowledge, that doesn't mean it is diverse from the notion or from the experience that I am that. So when we say, show your hand, we didn't say, kaha hai mera hand? This is my hand. So we recognize our body in two ways. One is I am body and the body is mine. And both are equally valid for us. Therefore, living in this relative world cheerfully and happily and not getting influenced by any slavery for anything in this world is abiding in the truth. We don't have to go in the forest and leave everything. No, no need. You must have seen there are many people, they do so much of torture to their body. Not putting on clothes, keep on walking barefooted, and there are so many people around them protecting them with the umbrella and all that thing. They don't possess anything, but there are dozens of people all the time giving them mal powa. We don't have any possession, dabao. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Remember, all the problems are because how we have trained our mind. I'll tell you one example. One of my friend, his name is Dr. Agrawal in Washington. And a very nice person, and he has a very good friend, a Muslim. So he had to go, and his wife also had to go somewhere. Now the question comes, where to keep the two kids? So he being his friend, so this Dr. Agrawal said, don't worry, keep them with me, I'll take care. Only question on 3-4 days, isn't it? I'll take care, don't worry. Relax, go. So these two kids were kept there. Maybe age 6, 7 or like that. And then somebody asked them, hey, your parents have gone out of station. Where are you staying? Oh, we are staying with the, what they call, for the non-Muslim, they have got some word. Yeah, we are staying with the kafir. Can you imagine? Now they are living in their house. But the children are taught right from the day one that only we have the right to live in this world, others must be killed or die. Now this knowledge, right from the childhood, is gone so deep in them that they cannot change it. Same thing happens with us. See, I am Indian, I am Australian, I am a Brahman, I am a Kshatriya, I am a Hindu, I am rich, I am poor. Where are these things coming from? How we have trained our mind. Therefore, these wrong notions are the problems that we all carry on our head. Wrong notions should be deleted without creating new notions. Normally, we delete the wrong notions and create new notions. Earlier, I was a bhogi. Now I am a yogi. Earlier, I used to eat non-vegetarian. Then, now I eat vegetarian. The other will keep quiet. Vegetarian? I'm vegan. Fourth one, vegan. I don't take food for 15 days in a row. 15 days, how can you survive? I take at night. We try to be extraordinary. Don't be extraordinary. Simple. Therefore, living and dying, both are done cheerfully, happily. But there is no doubt about it. And when we recognize ourselves as body, then we will recognize everybody as ourselves. Although there is a difference. Now, the best example could be the mother and the children. So, when we look at the child, our perception is different. When the mother of the child looks at the same child, her perception is different. What is the reason? The reason is, for the mother, the child is my extension. Like my hand is my extension. And when I, the center, then radius, one relation, wife, one circle, I and my wife. Then I, radius, one, my wife, then my child, second circle, second child, third circle, fourth child, fifth circle, stop. Now, if the radius is infinite, center with the infinite radius, there will be a circle, but there won't be a circumference. That is the understanding. So everything is included, nothing is rejected. And if something is going away, there is no loss. See, if one circle goes away, there is no impact on the center. Center remains that only. If some more circles are added, there is no burden. This understanding is the correct understanding. Therefore, साधक आत्मा जगत दृष्टे भूय संभवता स्फुटम नास्तीति शापमात्रेण कथम स्यात् जगतो लयः. Therefore, only talking that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, the world is not real. By this, the world is not going to disappear. Because where is the world? It is in our head. Therefore, whatever we are supposed to live in this world, like anybody, live normal. Don't become abnormal. If it is cold, I don't put on warm clothes. Why? Tapasya. Agre vanni prushte bhanu ratro chubuku samarpita janu. God has given us two legs, standing on one leg. What do you want to prove? And you will see all these tapasvis. You see in our Puranas, all the tapasvis have got a very angry character. They are ever ready to curse anybody. They are the mobile shopping centers. Sharp. Curse means sharp. मैं तुमको शाप दे दूंगा. And therefore, Durvasa has cursed Lord Shiva. In your marriage, you will have a problem. And poor Shiva, okay. It is from then only this is happening. Friends. Therefore, don't do too much of tapasya. Don't be obsessed with body. So, Adarshanagaram sarvam asati आदर्श स्वभावतः एवं जगत चिदात्मिक रूपम satyam udiritam. Like the reflection in the mirror is nothing but the mirror, in the same manner, this world is nothing but Paramatma, which includes you. Where will you go? Giving up everything and going to the forest. And then what next? One of my friend, he asked me, that time I was in Lonavala. Swamiji, I want to go to Himalayas and do meditation in a cave. almost all the people who step on the spiritual path before that, they have read a book. And the book is Autobiography of a Yogi. And in that book, there is a cave. And in that cave, that Mahatma has gone and sat there. And there another Mahatma told, in the last life you were here. This is your place. So all these people who read it, they go there. But nobody tells. They say, get out from here. And it becomes so much involved in that. See? Don't go anywhere. Wherever you are, be at peace. That is all. But we get lost. If I go there, something will happen. Yes, somebody will cut your jib, and then my money gone, my passport gone. Relax, relax. Therefore, Purna Vijnanam etasyad sankocha parivarjanad druge vadrishyatam praptam swam mahatmya prakarshataha. Therefore, drug eva, the seer alone has become the seen. So this is also again and again you can work on this thing. If the eyes are closed, there are no colors and forms. There was one lady who used to come for my talk somewhere in Pune or somewhere, Maharashtra. And one day she asked me, Swamiji, you always talk about waking, dream and deep sleep. What is a dream? Now, how can you explain to that lady what is a dream? Who has never dreamt anything? When you talk about waking, I understand. When you talk about sleep, I understand. But what is the dream? I said, when you are sleeping, don't you see anything? But when I am sleeping, how can I see? It was impossible to tell her what is a dream. See, friends, because we are all the time in that state, for us it is difficult to understand what is reality. Therefore, Adarsha Nagaram Sarvam Asti Adarsha Swabhavataha. So, the whole reflection in the mirror is nothing but the mirror. In the same manner, the whole world of names and forms is nothing but Paramatma. Now, if we want to recognize the mirror while we are seeing the reflection, what has to be done? Remain indifferent to all the forms that we are seeing in the mirror. If you want to experience the silence, how will you experience? Silence cannot be heard. Only sounds can be heard. But you are told, listen to silence. How can you listen to silence? Only by remaining indifferent to all the sounds. Sounds will be there, but you are not influenced. If you want to see the space which cannot be seen, this point also I told you, very deep it is. This phone is covered by the cap. This we understand. Try to cover the space. How will you cover the space? The space is without form, without shape. So the space is covered by the forms and the shapes. What is the space? Absence of everything. When there is a hole in the space, true absence makes one presence. Absence of absence is the presence. Therefore, yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhaya. So when somebody has to be taken in a auditorium or a room, so the person who is in charge, he will say, excuse me, wait for me. Let me see if there is a space or not. So how does he see the space? He sees the space when it is not occupied by somebody. The moment it is occupied by somebody, there is no space. So if we are able to remain in this world without getting disturbed by any sound, we have started experiencing silence. And the more you try to listen to silence, even the minutest sounds which we normally are indifferent, see how many sounds you are hearing. The more you become intense in listening to silence, to that extent, we will start hearing all those sounds which we normally don't hear. In one place, in Delhi probably, one of my friends took me some of his Mahatma. Swamiji, come to our Maharaji, and he teaches us meditation. All right, went. Maharaji was sitting. He was really a Mahatma. And then all his disciples or followers were sitting along the wall. And sitting there. He told him, Swamiji, you should not talk, you simply sit quiet. Okay? And if you want, you can see how they are doing meditation. And all of them were sleeping. And there was a sound meditation. So afterwards, I asked him, what is the technique that you are following? He said, we are told, when you sit, listen to the heartbeats. So all the focus is on the heartbeat. Are you able to hear? No, you are a sinner. Another. Maharaji, I can hear. Where? In the ear. Yes, you are going on the right track. Continue. Afterwards, you will hear it in your heart. But in the heart, there is no ear. Don't argue. We become so objective in our approach that the truth is hidden. See, friends. Therefore, Drugeva Drishyatam Praptam Swa Mahatmyam Prakarshataha. Therefore, all the colors and forms are the glory of the vision. The whole world of sounds is the glory of the hearing. There was a great musician in Bombay, a Marathi musician. His name is Sudhir Phadke, very much known. And his 80th birthday or something, he was being honored, and I was invited there to honor him. So I was very fond of him. He was a great musician. So he came and sat, and we gave him, and then just out of formality, he was requested, Babuji, please say a few words. So he got up and started talking. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Keep on talking. So he was told But he did not listen. Finally, the person who came with him told, he is hard of hearing, a musician, hard of hearing. And before him, many children and people have done a lot of musical performance, and he was sitting there. And what he spoke has nothing to do what the function is. Finally, it was written on the thing. Now the time is over. Now Swamiji will speak. So please sit down. Okay, he sat down. Then I was told he can't hear. So then I said, see, all what is to be said was already said by him. So it is already late. So we'll see sometime next. Okay? Purnamadaha Purnamidam over. Now, such a great musician. But when he was hard of hearing, everything is over. So, when a person is blind, all the colors and forms disappear. Therefore, vision alone becomes the objects, colors and forms. Hearing ability alone becomes the sounds. Mind alone becomes the vision. Mind going through the prism of vision is the prism of the structural eye is the vision. The more you recognize this principle, the spiritual practice will be obvious. Drop the objects, come to the sense organs. Drop the sense organs, come to the mind. Drop the mind, come to the eye. Drop the eye, go to the principle of life. And if we are abiding in the principle of life that we are, there will be no honor, there will be no dishonor. For the principle of life, tasting good food is not honor, and having smooth motion is not a dishonor. Life principle is same. Therefore, yatha darshe nagaratam shastrarth sangraha na bandhosti na mokshosti sadhaka sadhanam nacha. Therefore, shastrarth sangraha. So what is the ultimate conclusion of all the scriptural statements? Na bandha asti, na moksha asti, na sadhaka, na sadhanam cha. Nobody is bound, nobody is liberated. Nobody is the seeker and nobody is the seeking. Then, मौज में रहो. The ultimate. But for us, spiritual practice means it should be complicated. And people follow that. If I tell you, get up in the morning and stand on one leg with the hands up and keep the mala in your hand and do the Gayatri mantra, you will, by challenge, you will get a divine experience. And you start and nothing happens. Because you don't know what is divine experience. Therefore, my friends, don't get carried away by so-called spiritual practices. We have nothing to gain, nothing to lose. We are not bound. We are not miserable. We are divine. There is one text, I don't know whether we studied here. Tejo Bindu Upanishad, have we studied? There we have seen in the 3rd chapter, Aham Brahmasmi Yo Mantraha. Aham Brahmasmi mantra is the superior most. All other mantras are deleted. Do this bhavana when you are sitting, initially for maybe a minute or two, take the mala, chant Ram Jaram Jaram Ram Jaram. Slowly, slowly, the mind is brought together. Like if you are doing the ironing, we want to soften the crease. So what we do? We sprinkle little water. In the same manner, to soften the irritations of the worldly thoughts, sprinkle the water of the Lord's name. Ram Jaram Jaram. Say and listen. Say and listen. Slowly, that intensity and acuteness of the thoughts will be reduced. Then drop that. And then what it is like being other than the body straight away. Then start working. Other than the body means body has got a shape and form. Other than the body means no shape and no form. So now start playing formless, formless. But is there anything without form? Yes, there is space. So let us start playing space, space. So the mind is given an object which is shapeless, formless. Mind cannot survive without form or name. And therefore, world is nothing but name and form. So give the mind this object, what it is like being space. Don't say, I am space, I am space. No. What it is like being space, not becoming space. Initially, the mind will go blank, but with proper understanding. Body identification will disappear. I, who is doing meditation, he will also disappear. And therefore, there will be neither sleep nor awaken, nor waking up. This being without becoming a waker or a dreamer or a deep sleeper. Work on this. This is what Bhagavan Shankara says. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavi. So what will be the lifestyle? Karnataka. No gain, no loss. When few rooms are added to this facility, oh, we have got more space. Can you add anything to the space which contains the whole galaxies? Therefore, nothing is gained, nothing is lost. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. This becomes our natural state. And then we play the game of life. Tomorrow we will conclude summarizing the whole spiritual practice. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om